Oh, there we go. All right, guys. Today we're going to be having a look at the Pulse from Black Pine, Slingshots and Knives. Don't go away. All right, guys. Before we get started in this video, I got a couple of members we got to honor here. The first one is Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant, that bullseye was dedicated to you. And we got one more. We got Adventures with Piper, or Mr. Patrick. This one here is dedicated to you, my friend. Boom. Thank both of you for your support. All right, let's get into it. Now I gotta tell you guys, this little beauty right here took me by surprise. Got this thing in my hand, thought it was a really cool looking frame, and then I put it in my hand, and I gotta be honest with you, at first it felt kind of weird. As soon as I put some weight on it with the bands, it totally made sense. For all of you guys who like to shoot brace grip, not a problem. Pinch grip, not a problem. It works great in both. I've tested it live both, and it's fantastic. So we're looking at a frame here that's around 111 millimeters long. We got 90 millimeters wide. We got some pretty big clips. I think they're around 25 millimeters, if I remember correctly. Sorry if I've forgotten about that, but I believe they're around 25 millimeters. It's got really great grooved in clips with a nice touch on the inside. I'm not going to take it off right now, guys, but it's got like a little pulse thing. Colton, the designer and maker of these guys, is an EMT, and he wanted to add a little personal touch to his profession in there, and I think he did a great job. Black Pine logo in the middle. We got a nice wrap with some, I think it's 275 paracord, if I remember correctly. And all in all, so far, guys, and you've seen me shoot this thing live. It shoots great. It's a blast. I actually got one card cut, complete cut this morning, and a good whack on another. But so far, we're looking really damn good with this thing. Let's take the Pulse. It's got a really cool shape. And when I first took it out of the package, I was kind of looking at it. I'm like, wow, that thing looks really cool. But I picked it up and I was kind of like trying to figure out how to grab the thing. And I was like, man, it's a weird shape, but it looks so cool. And then I put it in my hand and my fingers kind of looped into that hole, like a giant pinky hole. And I had this middle finger hitting that waist. And then I messed with it with a pinch grip and then a brace grip. And both of them feel really, really good. And once you put weight on it, it totally makes sense. It just locks right into your hand and locks in there good. We're gonna head on down to the line again. I'm gonna take a couple of shots with it. We're gonna do a good zoom in on the frame, and you're gonna see if there's any kind of movement. We'll do the slow-mo like usual, all that stuff. But my goodness, fantastic frame. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a couple of shots at that pig flipper down there, just like this. And then I'm going to play it back in slow-mo, and you're gonna have a look at my thumb. Now, brace shooters, you should see that slip. If it's a bad grip, you should see it slip. Here we go. Let's check the slow-mo. Didn't move. Let's see if we can hit that 1.5 millimeter flipper. Well, we got it, and nothing moved. Great stuff. Before we move on, there's something I want to talk about real quick about the grip. The grip gets you up close to the top of the forks. Now, I like my hands to be close to the fork tips. That's always where I like to go. It's got these cool little cutouts. I don't know what you'd call them exactly, but they're kind of curved up. So when you lock your finger in, your finger kind of curves right in there and locks into that grip. It's great for your finger and great for your thumb, to give you a reference point to always be placed in the same spot, to make sure that when you're in a draw, you're nice and straight. Now, having this cutout, your finger will lock into that hole, wraps around the belly, and make sure that you're not sliding backwards or moving forwards because of this steep incline here. And then you've got your big pinky ring, or your pinky hole here that takes two fingers. Everything locks into place nice and tightly, and then you've got your thumb brace or your pinch grip, and you're ready to go. absolute badass. Now I'm telling you, you may find it feels a little bit weird at first when you put it in your hand, but once you've taken a few shots with it and you see how well this thing holds, you're gonna be all in, especially with weight on it. In that spin trap right here at the bottom, I've got a leather, one of those leather Omega Slings flippers. It kind of looks like a pig. We're gonna see if we can put a good whack on it from 20 meters. There we go, we got it, first shot. Let's go for the 30, the little orange 30 right above it, see if we can get it in 3. A little wide right, but I think the height was good. Oh, that was really close. That's what I'm talking about. You see? I'm gonna tell you why I like this thing so much. Have a look at this. The sight picture on this thing is fantastic. Look at that corner on there. See that? Sweet. Nice and sharp corner. It really locks in, gives you a good field of view on your target, doesn't block anything. And when you really want to look down those side of those bands and kind of hit something that's a little bit farther away and you got to split the target in half, that corner and where the bands attach, you can just, it's just a nice squared off 90-degree fork tip that really gives you a good view from a distance. The overall build quality on this thing seems to be pretty badass. Everything is nicely machined, nice and clean. No rough edges, no rough corners, nothing like that. It's a nice solid chunk of aluminum that's been skeletonized. It's got some holes drilled directly into the frame. The clips are nice and big and deep, where you can put any kind of band set on here, really. If you wanted to go super heavy, you can, not a problem. It's got that little groove in the clip that really locks into place. It's got that nice stone wash style look to it. A little bit of an acid etch with the logo. All in all, absolute great work by Colton. Look at that. Gorgeous looking frame. Let's take a couple more shots. Now the pocketability of this thing is pretty badass, I gotta tell you. As the thickest part comes in around 12 millimeters at the top, and it's around 10 millimeters down at the bottom, give or take. But it's nice and slim. Now the cool thing is it doesn't have any rubber stuff on it or anything like that, and the power cord slides in and out of your pocket really, really nice. No issues at all. The weight of it comes in at 105 grams. I weighed it this morning with a band set. So it's really, really light, very durable. It's got a good grip on it. And this thing will slide in and out of your pockets, no problem, no messing around. And it's a nice, flat, durable size. So even if you happen to forget it in your pocket and you sit down or whatever it is, it's gonna take that kind of beating. And worst case scenario, if you end up bending it, just bend it back and you'll be good. So anyway, pocketability on this thing is freaking awesome. Badass. So really, guys, in any purse, pocket, bag, or pouch, you'll be able to carry this thing anywhere you want to go. It won't weigh you down. It'll slide in and out, no problem, without any kind of rubber crap hooking up onto stuff or getting caught in your pocket. It's really, really an absolute win. Now, just to back up a little bit so you can see, I can slide this thing in any pocket I want, and it's actually comfortable in there. Pop it out. Jacket pocket. Same deal. I always like to carry my frames in my back pocket. It's just like having a wallet. And whenever you want to deploy, give that rubber band a little tug and you're ready to shoot. Just like that. Sweet. All right, let me get one more hit and we'll get into the final thoughts. Man, okay. Now, I've done quite a few videos with this Slingshot already. I've got two full lives, maybe 3 full lives of me shooting this thing. First day was straight out of the box. The second day, the second time, I brought it out. I shot it for probably about a half hour's worth of non-stop shooting at that little 25 millimeter fork flipper up there over and over and over again. And I got to tell you, I've got lots of experience with this frame, guys, and this thing is freaking badass. Now, I'll go over it real quick. I mean, the weight of it's pretty nice, 105 grams of the band set. You can put this thing anywhere, carrying around with you all day long. EDC, this is a legendary EDC Slingshot. The grip on is cool. For those who like to shoot brace grip or pinch grip, you know, brace, pinch, either way, this thing's going to be a win. It may feel a little bit weird at first when you put it in your hand, because it's like kind of like not really like something you've ever shot before. But once you get your hands on it and you start putting weight on it, you're going to understand. Your hands are close up to the fork tips, which is nice. You've got this nice little contour in here, which kind of locks your finger in there. Even at this, it's hard to pull out of your hand. It locks in good. So you got the nice narrow waist on there. You wrap that finger around, 2 fingers inside the pinky hole. You can't move up, forward, or backwards anywhere. It's very solid once you get that in your hand, which was a total win. The fork tips, got clipped fork tips, which is pretty nice. And they've got that little groove in there, so that's going to lock any kind of heavy band set in there, no problem. That little groove that it's got in there it's like a vice grip for the bands. They're not going to move anywhere. I like the fact that the fit and finish that he did, he actually put a little bit of a round off on the inside where the bands contact the frame. You don't have to worry about those bands getting cut and slapping you in the face. It's happened to me before, and it could happen on any frame. You have to just keep your eye on that and make sure that it doesn't sharpen up over time. The fit and finish, like I said, is very good. All rounded corners. It's a nice stone wash finish. Very, very nice. Aluminum. I guess it's around 1 centimeter thick, and then around 12 mil up on the top with the clips in there, which is for 12 or 13 mil. It's pretty nice. So this thing will slide in and out of your pockets anywhere you got to go. So grip is good. Fit and finish is good. The EDC of this is, like I said, it's a legendary EDC frame. It's super durable, super robust. You don't have to worry about this thing breaking on you ever. And it's an absolute win. Now, where this thing shines, is that sharp little corner to look down your band and use as your reference point. I showed that earlier, and that's why I'm able to make those longer shots. That it just seems to work. It's really, really, really good. That nice squared off fork tip is an absolute win. I wish all frames came with a nice 90 on there. You can't really go wrong. It's one of my favorite things about Slingshots when they have that really nice 90-degree fork tip. Gives you a good field of view, and it really helps you lock in on your targets, which is just sweet. Now, all that said, guys, I'm going to put the information down to Black Pine or Colton's information down in the description if you want to hit them up on one of these things and support a great Canadian frame builder, which is nice to have another option up here. I highly recommend the Pulse from Black Pine. It's a lot of fun to shoot. And if you ever want to see what I can really do without any cuts, in case you have any doubts of my skills of shooting, head on over to those 2 lives and watch the whole things. And it's on there. It's on there, shooting 3 hours straight with one of them, and the other one about a half hour or so. I've got time in with this one, guys, and it's an absolute win. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Check the description. Get your hands on one of these. You're going to freaking love it. You guys take care. Stay safe. Get on practice. Be good to each other. I will see you again soon. I love you guys. You're freaking awesome. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to get your hands on one of these Pulse Slingshots, I highly recommend you check out the 2 links in the description. Hit Colton up and he'll take care of you. If you're enjoying the content and you want to support the channel, there's 2 ways you can do that. You can either become a member of my channel for some exclusive content, or you could always pick up some ATO merch. But that like and subscribe always helps. All right, guys, on the end screen here, I'm going to attach a little playlist of some Slingshot reviews that I've done in the past, and maybe some band reviews or quick tips. We'll see whatever I feel like it when I do the end screen. You guys take care. Bye for now. I'll see you again soon in another video.
Oh, damn, some decent shooting right there.